So we shall start with the assembly files. So let's move on to the open site, and you will be able to see these blower_irp2.assembly files here. Things to take note is your part files has to be all in the same folder under the assembly files, same as what you have drawings also. Your drawings and your part file has to be together under the same folder, and your templates. If not, you will have issues opening the files. So let's double click on the assembly files, and you should be able to see the assembly files in the software, and you just need to change it to shading mode. Okay, so this is the full assembly of the blower. So next, we're creating the assembly drawings. So go to the file again, go to new, and click on the drawing itself. Like I said, we will new exactly the same as the part file. So irp2 irp2, because I've named it before, so I cannot rename it the same name, so I'll put _1 again, and I'll put default. And now we go into the empty format and select the template. Now take note that the template that we will be using now will be the one with the bomb. So go to irp2 create. There is one with A3 bomb -CL2, which is this one, the bomb. So the bomb stands for bill of material. So just double click it. Okay. And you will come to this interface where you have the bomb of material drawings. So same thing, you look at the model tree here, you will have your blower assembly here and all the part files indicated here. And things to take note is you can see that this BOM has this extra ready-made table here, which will indicate all the part files. Okay, and then what are the quantities. Materials will have to be indicated by the drawer. Okay, the person who draw the drawings. So now do we put in the first view. Same thing, we go to general and we will click no combined state, click OK, and left mouse button on this area that you want to place a view first, so just place it. You will be able to see the assembly views here. We will put in the front view if you for this case, so front view, apply. So this is a front view for the blower. Just click OK, and we will do a projection view, same as what you did for the part drawings. Projection and left mouse button. So the display mode you can change to hidden or not hidden. The hidden usually will be the one that we use, and same for this case will be hidden. Display, hidden, apply, OK. So these are the front and the back view of the assembly. Next, we will create the balloons. So balloons is under annotations here, and the balloons notes here. We will use with leader to indicate the parts that we're going to balloon, and use default standard horizontal annotator, make notes, use with reference. Click this case, right, we will use the back cover in this back cover. Acrylic back cover as the first items to balloon. So we go to the edge here and select the back cover, left mouse button, and we go somewhere around this area to place the balloon, middle mouse button, and you will put in your notes number 1 because it's the first item. Click done, and you will be able to see the first balloon indicated. Okay. You can do the rest of it just to make sure that all the parts are indicated correctly. So next we will start on the automatic balloons. So you have to go to the table, create balloons, and go by create balloons by view. So click on the view. So I'll use the right view as a reference. So click on that, you will be able to see all the balloons pop up, all the 7 components. So in order to adjust the balloon this placement, so you will just highlight the balloon, click on it, Make sure the cursor is in cross mode, and you will be able to shift the balloon out to the positions that you want. For this white box here is to shift the position of the edge where you want to indicate it. So just indicate which edge position that you want to indicate the balloons. So you can do all for all the other rest of the components. Okay, so with that, you should be able to try out this exercise on creating the balloons and the views of the assembly. For this case, you can create either two views, or you can create one more additional view, which is on the top view here. Okay, so depending on how you want to place your balloons to indicate the parts. We will be now doing the linear tolerance. So before we start, you will have to download this exercise 8-1.prt file. So it's under the learning materials exercise folders. So under this exercise 8, you should be able to see exercise underscore 8-1.prt file. So you have to download this file. Just take note that the exercise 8-1 should be downloaded in the same folder as the rest. Okay, so once we downloaded it, we can open it up. So this is pipe, okay, pipe connectors. So we're going to use these pipe connectors to illustrate on the linear tolerance. So in this case, we will go to the file itself, new again, and we will touch on the drawings, exercise underscore 8-1, okay, default, oh, sorry, it's already exists, so I put 1R1 underscore 1 again, and then okay, until format, make sure you select the correct templates, which is A3 MPEL CL2 form. Just open it, okay, and you come to this stage. So same, we will create the general view, okay, front view, apply. Scales too big, we'll scale it down. Let's say we scale it down to 0.2, apply. So this is the scale 1:5. Okay, view wise we will put so we will put under hiddens, and this will be the first front view of the connectors pipe. Then we will add in the front top view and the side view by using projections. So we can just do the projection here and do the projection on the right side. Okay. So now moving on to the linear tolerance. And before moving on to the linear tolerance, let's add in the center line. So center line, just click this show model annotations, the terms, and the center lines for all the axles will be shown. So we just select all, apply, okay, and close it, and you should be able to see the center line. So now we'll be using this distance to here, okay, as the reference for the linear tolerance. So we go to dimension, press the center line of the pipe to the center of the screw. So it's 60. Middle mouse button. Okay, so how to add in the tolerance of this? So there are a few tolerance way we can add in. So I will show you one by one. First of all, we will go into the none. So we have to put none first before we can add in the different tolerancing. So I'll go to none, and we will go to the tolerance here. So tolerance, there are a few which can use the limits, plus and minus, and also the symmetric. So how does it look like? So select plus and minus. In this case, you will be able to see two different range, which is the positive range and the negative range. So in order to varies the positive and negative range, you can actually change the number here. Let's say I put this to 0.4. So you'll be able to see here is 0.4, negative 0.3. Next, you will go to the symmetric. Symmetric means your positive and negative is in of the same range, so you're only able to detect in one number. So let's say change it to 0.5 instead. So you will change to 0.5 plus minus range. Next will be the limits. In this case, limits is telling you the range, the maximum, the minimum you can reach, and the maximum you can go. So it's still within the plus minus 0.5 is 59.5, which is the minimum distance, and this is the maximum distance 60.5.